What's up? Justin Hemo. I'm going over some simple stuff that a lot of people come fishing with me. They have trouble setting up their baitcasters and stuff like that, which it sounds simple, but usually I can make it a little easier on them. I'm gonna give you, got 4 different reels we're about to go through, a little bit different brake systems, but this is our first one. It's Avery Garcia. This one standardly has just a magnetic brake on the outside. No other stuff, just that. So I'm gonna go over first would be, I consider this side your brakes and then this side be your tension knob. So the easiest rule of thumb would be when you're casting, and if you start bird nesting at the beginning of your cast, I will tighten up my brakes first. Secondly, if I'm casting, my bird nest becomes at my end of the cast, I'm gonna adjust my tension knob. So Avery Garcia, I'm not that familiar with them, but the first thing I'm gonna do with just this plain magnetic brake system, I'm probably gonna go as close as I can to max first. All right, if you look closely, I have it set to max. I'm gonna give it a little bit of give. I'm probably gonna go about 3/4 to max. I'm gonna start from there and go from there. If I'm casting and I feel like I'm not getting enough distance in my cast, I'll take off a little bit less. Take a little bit of less break off of it, and I'll graduate from there. That's the first system, but basically whatever baitcaster you get, you can pretty much use that rule of thumb, and you should be all right. Even if you feel like you got too much tension, you're like, okay, that's a little stiff or something like that. If you click the bail and you feel like it's not rolling off the spool so good, just kind of check it. But I'm gonna go over your next. It's another Avery Garcia. This one also has a magnetic brake on it. I'm guessing, I'm not that familiar with it. It'd be micro braking, because if you open this thing up here, you look, it has a different style of brake. I think it's I forget what they call it, but anyway, if you open these up, usually most reels have around 6 different brakes on them. If you open up 2 of them and set them and close them, for the most part, that's a good starting point for me anyway, to where I'd still keep probably that 3/4 or go to max when you're first getting used to it. But same rule of thumb. If I'm going to cast and if I don't feel like I'm getting enough distance, I'm gonna go less brake. If I feel like I'm getting too much bird nest on that long cast, I'm gonna go a little bit more brake. But if it's at the end of my cast, I'm gonna mess with the tension knob. Next we have 13 fishing. Again, I'm not too familiar with these, but same little deal. You got the little dials. You got 0 through 6, and if I had to take it out the box, I'd probably go straight to number 2. Based upon me, if you're a little more new to messing with baitcasters, I might go 3, maybe even 4, especially on a windy day or something like that. But same rule of thumb as far as when you cast and bird nesting and at the beginning of your cast or end of your cast. This is my last one, Shimano. I have a lot of experience with this reel, and out the box I could probably take it, set it with 1 brake. You really used to fishing with these, so out the box I'll set 1 brake just to let y'all know. If this is flipped out, that's considered a brake on. If it flipped in, the brake is not existing. So if you're new to this, easily 2 brakes out. If you're really new to this, 3 brakes out, especially if it's windy or something like that. If you cast in the wind, you're probably not gonna be all right. So I'm gonna tuck these in because I'm used to it. I'm gonna have this 1 brake out, which is a brake engaged. So out the box, I could probably take this, set this. I can even mess with the free spool a little bit. If I feel like it's spinning too much or it feels a little loose, I could do that. But I'll go from there out the box, and then when I'm stringing up and stuff like that, I'll take it easy on casters. I'm not gonna right out the box just try to cast it as far as I can, because the first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna bird nest. Like if you're new or even experienced, just make sure you take your time with it, and you should be able to dial it in pretty good. But the rule of thumb is this: if you casting and at the beginning of the cast you're bird nesting, breaks. At the end of the cast, tension knob.
Yeah, so I got a question for you. If I'm new to this, I had never thrown a baitcaster before. I'm used to using spinning rods or spinning reels. And I'm about to line this thing up. What type of line would you recommend I put on it? Braid, mono, fluoro, does it matter?
I keep it usually simple. Anything top water, usually go with braid, almost on everything. Anything that's submerged or under the water, I'm going fluorocarbon. It's because it casts a little better. I know braid sometimes can overlap itself, and the thicker braids don't have as much of a problem. And also if you have a heavier weight in your line, it doesn't affect it as much on cast.
Is there a way to tell how much line I should put on it? Like I put too much or I haven't put enough yet? Is there any markings? Anything I should, any specific knots you think I should learn to tie to secure it onto the reel? Or
I'm not too sure about how much with a full spool side, but if you leave about probably 1/8 or maybe a little less from there, next time I'll probably have a full spool one. But just keep in mind that if you go about a 1/16 and then you still have to string a rod, that coming off the rod will take an effect. But if you have more line on your reel, you will be able to cast farther.
Sweet. All right. Got anything else?
I think that's a wrap. We had Narco Tackle, and if you have any questions, ask. Feel free to ask. I'll be in here pretty regularly. I'll be helping out a lot, so I'm open to any questions, any topics you may want to do. Just let me know.